on session now. Okay, so I want all of you to follow what I am saying and to unmute yourself and call out as and when you have any doubts, or if you want me to repeat, or if you want me to go slower, or anything. Just unmute yourself and tell me whatever it is, because this is because now this will be an hands-on session, and I want everybody to be as I want everybody to participate as actively as possible. Okay, so okay, let's start here. Uh, okay, so we finished until studio interface. So, does anybody have any questions until here? Okay, so I assume it as a no. Okay, now let's start with what is an activity. So, activity is a set of code which we drag and drop to complete a task. So basically, if we have to perform any task, we need to have some code to do that. But just because here we are using an RPA tool which has a no code policy, and we have a drag and drop function here. So what is an activity? An activity is that piece of code which we drag and drop. So activities are the building blocks of automation. These are the set of instructions that the robot follows in order to perform that particular task. So these we use them to build our task, and this is how the bot knows what task is to be done and when and in which order. So now we come to activities. There are two types of activities. First is resources and the second one is action. So let me show you what is resources and what is action. Okay. So here when we come to show all activities, we have two types of activities. First is the resources and the second one is in the actions. So on the top where we have resources, we see there are activities called use application browser, use desktop Outlook app, use Gmail, use Excel, use Outlook. So basically, for resources activities are those activities which tell us that which application do we have to use. Whether you have to use a browser, we have to use Outlook, we have to use Excel or Word, whatever it is. So the resources tell us what type of application do we have to work on. Whereas actions, when we come down to actions tells us about what task needs to be performed within that particular resource. So for suppose if I'm using a browser and I have to click on I have to type into my username, password, and then click on login. So my type into username, type into password, and click login. These three would be my actions, whereas use application or browser would be my resource. Do you guys get it? Or do you want me to repeat? Guys, now we will be starting with the hands-on just after this. So I want everybody to be interactive. Please unmute yourself and tell me if you have any doubts, or if you want to know anything else or whatever it is. Tavina, do you have something to say? Okay. Okay. So now, Fine. Let's do an hands-on session on to how we use these activities, and then we'll see. Okay. So I want everybody to open their VMs and refresh them once by clicking on this adjust resolution option. And then I suppose everybody has created their a project which I asked them to create you during the last session. So everybody, please type yes if you are here on this page now. Okay, I got three yes. I am awaiting five more yes. Okay, four. Uh, Jira, are you here on this page?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now let's try and build a code like a set of sequence to open up the browser, um, check for the conversion rate between maybe INR to USD, and populate it into a message box for now. Okay, so do you guys get what I am trying to do now? So let me. Okay. So, okay. Uh, what I have to do is I have to go and open a browser. I have to look up for the conversion rate, and then fetch whatever conversion rate is there. Okay. So for now, let's start with the writing down steps for if I have to do it manually. How would I do it? Okay. So step one would be open. Okay, we will take Google Chrome for now. Okay, open Google Chrome. Then my step two would be uh, open URL google.com. Then my step three would be to search for INR to USD conversion rate. Then my step four would be to fetch the rate. Right? Do you guys agree to this sequence of actions? Okay. So now for the first step, open Google Chrome. As I told you, we use resources activities to determine what type of application do we have to use. Now for browser, we have a use application slash browser. So everybody, please follow up on what I am telling you, and ask me whatever questions you have, and just follow on whatever steps I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So I would, uh, so now I have to use the browser. So I would drag and drop use application browser here. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. So once we drag it, what do we see now? We have it shows indicate application to automate. Now, what application do I have to automate? I have to automate Google Chrome. So I opened up Chrome. Okay. Once I opened up Chrome, what did I have to do initially? I have to open up google.com. So now what do? I come back to my studio. I click on indicate application to automate, right? Once I click it and I come to Google Chrome, I see it shows me on the top of my screen as window. When it shows me window, we have to select the complete window. And as you can see, right now the complete Google Chrome has been highlighted. So I click anywhere on the Google Chrome uh, page, and now I see it shows use browser Chrome, right? Which means the bot is going to open the Chrome browser and the URL is going to be www.google.com. This is what we had to do, right? This constitutes of our step 1 and step 2. So we are done with step 1, we are done with step 2. Now what do we have to do is search for INR to USD conversion rate. Okay. For this thing, what do we have to do? We will have to type here, right? For typing here, what we do is we look for an activity type into. Okay, first of all, were you guys able to do this much? Use browser Chrome, and did you guys get this activity in the same way like I'm getting it? Okay, Tavini is getting it. Everybody, please tell me if you're getting it. If no, I can open your VM and check for it.
I can.
Okay, Jira can, Tavini can, Ruang Date can, Jetni Pet can. Uh, Okay, Permsac, which VM are you using? Which is so slow. Let me check. Okay, Permsac, now did you reach to this step? Okay. Uh, okay, fine. Okay. So now everybody has come up till here. So let's move on to the next step. Next step is to type to the into the search bar and then move ahead. So what we do is we drag and drop this type into activity. Now we have to drop this type into activity within the use browser Chrome activity. So now the use browser, which is my resource activity, will be my container to all the actions that I have to perform within that resource. So whatever work I have to do within the Chrome browser, that has to come within this use Chrome browser box. Is this clear? Why do we keep this activity in this box? Do you guys get it? Okay. Okay. So now again we see here indicate target on screen, right? Then we again click on indicate target on screen, and now we come here and hover over this search bar. Okay, the area where we will type into, that is where we have to bring our cursor to. Once I bring my cursor here, I see the search bar gets highlighted with this green box. This green box shows that the bot is able to identify it. Okay, so when the right surface is being highlighted, I click there. Okay, once I click there, I see these sub items, right? To confirm, either I have to click on this tick or I have to press enter. So once I click here, I press enter to confirm. And when I confirm, you'll see that that piece of screenshot comes here in your type into activity. Did you guys follow me till here? You are getting this. Okay. Okay. So now what I have to type here, that thing I need to tell the bot, right? Now to tell that, we click on this plus icon on the right hand side. Okay. Once we click this plus icon, we get these options. Now what I have to give in there is a text, right? Now in order to give a text, I select here text and I write here INR to USD conversion rate. Once I type this here, I click on save. When I click on save, it shows me here into type this. Now, once I type this, I have two options. Either I press enter, second, I click on the search button. Okay. Now here we do not get the search. Okay. Either we click on this Google search or else we click enter. So first let's do with enter. Then maybe next time we'll try with the Google search button. Now, in order to add the enter button, we cannot write here enter, right? So we again go to this plus icon. We go to special keys and from here we select enter. So you can see initially your text comes and then the enter key comes. Did you guys follow me till here? Are you getting this text and enter key just in the manner that I am getting? Jetnipat, are you getting it? Permsack, is your internet okay? Because everybody else's VM is working fine. Yeah, please try and change the network once. Okay. Okay, then after this type into, okay, for suppose now this was me doing it manually. So INR to USD conversion rate and then I pressed enter. After pressing enter, what do I need to fetch from here? I just need to fetch this 0.013. I don't need anything else. I just need to give the conversion rate and that rate is this thing. When I have to fetch something, the activity that I have to use is get text because I have to fetch the text from that browser. So I'll use the activity get text. Again, this action needs to be performed within the Chrome browser. So I drag this activity within the container, right? Once I do this, I again click on indicate target on screen and I come here just to select 0.013. When I see that the correct element has been highlighted, I click here. Now, when I click, it indicates a lot of other elements. It indicates a lot of other elements. Why? Because it is not a complete element, right? As you can see, this is my complete element, which shows me the complete statement. But I do not want that complete statement. So what I'll do is, I'll have to select the parent selector and the child selector. So this 0.013 United States dollar would be my parent element, because this is the complete element and this is the part of the element. Now I have already selected the part of the element that we need. So now I have to select the full element so that it gets easier for the bot to find. Now, once you select this, you see the reference in blue and the element in green, and then you press enter again to confirm it. Did you guys get this point, or do you want me to repeat it? Does anybody want me to repeat it? Did you guys get this get text function here? Guys, please type yes if you got this. Okay. Yeah, Jira, please do. And meanwhile, I'll tell how to store. But you tell me if you face any issues, okay? Okay. So now what I have to do is whatever I'm extracting, I need to store it somewhere, right? So it says save to. Now I have to tell the bot that where do I have to save it to. Then again, I come down to this plus icon here on the right hand side, and now I have to use this conversion rate later on, right? So I'll click on this plus and I'll select save for later use, because I have to use it later on. Now this is where you give the name of the variable. So you delete this and you give the name as conversion rate. Okay, then you select OK. What this will do is whatever data it extracts from the Chrome browser will save it to this conversion rate variable. Once it saves here, you have to print it. For now, let's print it into a box, into a simple message box. So you drag and drop the message box, you go to the plus icon, you select save, use saved values, and you select conversion rate. Did everybody follow me till here? This is the complete process that we have to do for now. Do you guys follow me? Okay, great. Once you are done till here, you open the Chrome that you had already opened and you close it. Once you close it, you save this workflow. Okay, everybody done till the saving part? Once you are done with the saving part, you click on run and then you see what your bot does. It opens the browser, it opens Google, it types into INR to USD conversion rate, and it gives you the rate that it fetched. Now, tell me whose bot worked in the same manner as mine and whose did not. If anybody is not getting until here, please select no and then I'll access your VM and let you know. I'll need everybody's answer here, please. Jira, did you get till here? Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So tell me one thing. Did your browser, I suppose your browser did not close after the bot stopped. So now what we have to do to close the browser, we select the use browser Chrome container, right? So initially if it was here, your this browser needs to be highlighted and then in the properties, you see a property named close, right? In front of close, you have a drop down. In drop down, you select always. So whenever we open the browser, it would close after the container of that particular browser ends, right? So you save it and then you run again and see if your browser is closing or not. Message box, okay, and see, this time my browser closed after the bot execution stopped. So everybody followed me till here. Okay, now let me just show you two small variations in this code and then I'll give you a task to perform. So first of all, I told you that, okay, let me open google.com. Yes, that for once what we'll try to do is we'll remove the enter from here. I open up the text. I remove the enter key from here. I save it and here I'll insert an activity, click, and I will click on Google search. So now rather than clicking on enter, my bot will click on Google search and then fetch the result. Okay, so I close the browser and then I run it again. It types into, it clicks the Google search bar. Okay, uh, okay, but when we do this, our type of result changes here. Okay, why did this happen? Okay, this happened because over and above this button, we had this drop down, right? And when we have this drop down, The bot wants to click here, but because we have this thing over the button, it clicks here. So what we can do here is, when we type here, if we click here, the drop down closes, right? So let me try and see where else can we click so that the drop down closes. And here I have a spelling mistake, that too I will correct. I need to have it before Google search. Let's click here and see how it works. Right. So now did you guys get what the issue was and why it did not work before? And how did we make it work this time? Okay. Okay. Now one trick I would say. I say this thing as a trick because this would reduce your steps. Okay. So now what we are doing right now is, when we come here, we type into google.com and then we type this INR to USD conversion rate, right? But when we type this, the URL changes, right? The URL itself shows INR to USD conversion rate. So if we have this thing in the URL, if we could directly open this URL, we would not need to open the Chrome, then type into this, then click on Google search and then come here. So what we can do is, uh, I would remove this type into, I would remove this click. ठीक है? Is it okay? And then for the browser URL, the use browser Chrome container, we have these three lines on the top right. I click on these three lines. I select indicate target on screen. This is the step that we initially did to indicate the browser. This time again I'll repeat it, and this time I'll indicate the Chrome with my changed URL in it. So when I click here, you see the browser URL changes to the URL that we get when we type INR to USD conversion rate. Right. So this time we do not need to type into INR to USD conversion rate in the search bar and click OK. We are directly opening this URL and then we get the text and print it. Let's try it out. See, this time directly this link opened up, then the rate fetched. I click on OK and that's it. The bot ends. So this is a little trick. So for pages where you do not need to log in and etc., you can directly navigate to the link that you want to. If there are no such credentials needed, no such input needed beforehand, and if that URL is directly navigatable to, you can use directly that URL. So do you guys follow me till here? Were you able to do it with this URL and just the get text activity? Guys, please confirm yes so that I can assign you with the task and you can start working on it. Okay, I got one yes. I need the rest 7 yes too. Jira, were you able to follow? And Firmsec, were you able to follow? Jira, did you reach till here?
I
Do you want me to open your VM and see? Jira, which citizen number are you using?
25.
25. Okay, let me
Yes.
see. Where are you? Okay, so your get text shows some error, right? Could you please move your designer panel? Yeah. Okay, so now you have not typed into the name that you want to save. Okay, so here, yes, go to save for later use. The third option, save for later use. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, click enter. Yeah. Here you need to give the name of the variable. So maybe give conversion rate. Right. Click on OK. Okay. Now come down. Okay. Now in message box, click on the plus icon on the right. Select use saved value and select conversion rate. Absolutely. Okay. Now move a little bit up. Let me see what you have done in the designer panel. Yeah. Above
Done.
the get text activity, yeah, more. Okay. So in type into, you did not select enter. After typing INR to USD conversion rate, you need to press enter too, right? In order to see the search result,
Okay.
right? So you go up where you have done type into, yeah. With this type into input, click on type into input, yeah. Here you see the plus icon on the right hand side of type this.
Again.
Click on this plus icon. No, no, no. The plus icon on this, type this, search,
This
yeah, type this box. Yeah. Go to special keys.
special key.
Now select enter. Up. Yeah. So now what it will do is it will type INR to USD conversion rate and then press enter. Right? So now what you do is you close your Chrome that you have already opened.
Chrome open.
The Chrome that you have opened, the Google Chrome instance. Yeah, close this and now click on run. Right, you got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. The another thing that I was trying to tell you is, okay, first click on the container, use browser Chrome, up, on the topmost. Yeah. Click on the, yeah. Now, okay, where is your properties panel? Okay. You, okay, you did not do it. Okay, you did not manage the resolution. Uh, Jira, do one thing. Can you see the properties on the right hand side where you have data manager? Can you see a properties tab on the extreme right hand side? Right. Here, no, just where you selected property. Right. Now here in options, do you see close the first property in options? Yeah. Select always. Right. Now this time when you run your bot, your Google Chrome would close after the bot ends. Close the browser instance and then try it again.
Okay.
Close the browser first so that you know. Yeah. See, the bot closed the instance too, right?
Mm. Okay.
Did you
Close.
get it now?
Okay.
Okay. Now, one last thing. Again, open Google Chrome and type INR to USD conversion. Yeah, type INR to USD conversion. Right. Now, come back to your UiPath Studio. Okay. Now you see the top, just below the Use Browser Chrome, there are three lines on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click on that. No, no, no. Up. Yes. Just, yeah. Just below this thing, there is a button with three lines, three horizontal lines, right? Yeah. Click on Indicate Target on screen. Yeah. Now indicate this window. Okay. Now when you indicated this window, you see your browser URL changes here. It changes here to google.com/search INR to USD conversion rate. So now when you use uh, browser Chrome, you do not need to type INR to USD conversion rate and select enter. Now you can remove this type into input because now we have covered this step in the URL itself.
Remove.
Yeah. Remove it, delete it. Right. Now close your Google Chrome instance and then run it. Did you get now what I was trying to tell?
Okay.
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 Did you get it? How did we skip that type into step? We changed the URL so that we do not need to type into there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fun fact, are you able to do it now or do you want me to open your VM?
My number
Yeah.
23.
23.
Yes.
Okay. Let me check. 23.
Now I stuck
Okay, you
on
appear
step
to be
get
offline.
tech.
Can you click on adjust resolution
Ah,
once?
well, what?
Click on adjust resolution. There is a button on the top of the VM. Wait, I'll
Uh
show
huh.
you. Click
Uh
on
huh.
adjust resolution so that you
Okay.
appear to be online. Because here, okay, you are 23, right?
Yes, 23.
Okay, now I can see you online. Okay. Okay, yes, tell me, where are you stuck? Okay, you did not save to argument must be set. Okay. What did you do? Okay. Click here on the plus icon from get text. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Go to renamed saved value. Okay, conversion rate. Can you remove the space from between conversion and rate? Yeah. Click OK. Okay. Go up Show me what you have done before this in the designer panel.
Run.
Yeah, in this designer panel only, show me upside, as in what you have done before this. What is there in the type into activity? Okay, so now you are getting the text, but you are not printing it. So here in the activities, search for message box. Where you search get text, search message box. Right. You get this message box, you drag it below get text. Now here you select the plus icon, go to use saved value.
Okay.
Right. Now run and check.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, you indicated the element as wrong. Okay.
United States dollar.
Okay. Let me get access to your VM and then I'll tell you how what you did wrong. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, you need to adjust the resolution to your screen. Okay, I cannot adjust it from here. Okay, I'll tell you that. Uh, Now, what you did was your type into is correct. Your get text, you come here, you indicate target on screen once again. You select 0.013 only. Okay. When you
Okay.
select this, you have to select the parent element too. Now, this is your complete parent element, right? Then you click
Uh-huh.
on this. So now when you
Mm-hmm.
see your blue is the parent element or the complete element and 0.13 is the element that we need to fetch. Now it has been highlighted in the correct order. Now you press enter. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 Target and initial.
Sorry.
Target. Target first and then select actual.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And
Okay.
now I try to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get the
Okay.
correct weight. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, first of all, you do one thing. Okay, your VM is still open, right? You get these three dots in your Chrome. Can you see these three dots on your Chrome browser?
Chrome browser.
Yeah, these three dots here, just below the cross button.
Three dot.
Yeah. Click on this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
What is the zoom percentage here?
Uh-huh.
What percentage is written on your system?
Now 80.
80. Just
Yes.
reduce it, maybe reduce it two times. Press on minus for
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
twice
Uh-huh.
and then refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you now able to see the complete screen? Okay, my this thing. Okay, fine. Okay, let me tell you two more things. Uh, okay, here you have the properties bar. So you click
Mm-hmm.
on properties
Mm-hmm.
and now you select the use browser Chrome and here for close you select always. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
now why does this show an error here? Okay, something is wrong with your resolution. Can you see the taskbar on your this thing on your system?
Okay. Smaller.
Hmm. Okay, now I can see. Okay, so here we have so many instances opened. Let me close them all.
Cái đen cái đòn.
Mm, okay, yours is 23, right?
3. Yes.
Okay.
It seems not okay.
Okay. Now what we'll do is I'll tell you that shortcut which I've told everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So here, for first let me close all these browsers. Okay. Now, for example, so whenever we search anything in Google, what happens is that the URL changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we selected here the type of the browser, right? So the URL here was google.com. That
Mm-hmm.
is why we had to type here and then get text. Now what I'll do is, now I will indicate the browser which has already the results displayed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I do that, the URL changes to the direct result URL,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then if I close the browser and okay, I closed. Shit, my bad. Just give me a second. Okay,
23.
23, right. So now, let it load. Yeah. Now when I close the browser here, right? And now if I remove this type into activity,
Mm-hmm.
even then my bot should work perfectly fine because now my
Mm-hmm.
the URL that it navigates to is
Mm-hmm.
directly the search URL. So now when I
Okay.
run it, see it directly opens the search URL.
Mm-hmm.
It fetches the conversion rate and it displays in the message box. We click on OK and that's it. The bot ends.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you get it
Thank
now?
you.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now everybody, you need to do a task. Let me show you what that task is. Okay, so now this is your task. What you need to do is you need to build a bot that accesses this URL. I am pinging you this URL on the chat. Okay. And when you open it, let me show you what happens when we open it. Okay. When we open this URL, we enter this page. When you enter this page, you have to type your name here. So my name is Taru Garg, and you have to select what month is your birthday. So I have my birthday in May. So I select May here and click on get name. Then you have to get this text, your unicorn name, and then print it in a message box. Do you guys get your task? Okay, so please start working on it. And just for one hint that we have to use a different activity here. I have this activity named select item. So whenever we have a Dropbox, we use the activity select item. Then we click on indicate target on screen. Okay, so what we do is we have this select item. Let me show it to you here. I have this activity named select item. I drag it here. I click indicate target on screen. Okay. And in this, we select the drop down. So wherever we have a drop down, we use the activity select item. Okay, just like type into, we drag the select item activity, we select the drop down box, and here in items to select, here is this drop down, you get all the options that you can select. So for suppose I had to select May, I selected May, and whatever your birthday month is, you select that, you get the text, and then you print it to a message box. So this is your task, everybody, and let me know once you are able to complete it. And yeah, I will give you how much time do you need for this task? Let me open up a stopwatch, and I'll ask you after 5 minutes whether you are able to do it or not. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to unmute and ask me wherever you have that question. Yeah. The select item activity. Okay. Right. Telling. Just give me a second. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So how we use the select item activity is like how we selected type into. What we did is we indicate the target on screen. When we indicate the target on screen, I select the box where from where I have to select the item, and we use select item only in drop downs. So here I have this birthday month in a drop down. So I select this drop down. Once I select this, in my select item, I press enter. Then here in my select item, in this drop down, I see all the possible values from the drop down in the URL. So there also I had these months starting from January to December. Here you can select any month, right? Whatever month you have to select can be selected here, and that month will be selected in the URL itself. Thank you. Just try it and then let me know if you face any issues. Okay, so I see two duns. Okay. So, who wants to show their code and go through it once? Jetnipat, would you go, or Tavine, would you want to go?
You need me to share my screen or
Uh,
explain something?
Wait, I will open your URL here. I'll open your VM here, and then you can explain.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Which citizen number are you using?
20.
20. Okay. Okay, right. Please go ahead and explain.
Okay. In the first action, I use the uh, use application slash browser to open the URL, the unicorn name, and then
Right.
I use the type into to type my name in the name box. Then
Absolutely.
I use select item
Hmm.
to select the birthday of my birth month, and then
Right.
I use the click action to generate my unicorn name. Then after I get my unicorn name, I use the get text to extract
Right.
the unicorn name and show it in the message box.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So can you run it once and show us the result?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Great. Nice. Okay. So anybody who is facing any issues in this task? Has everyone done? Panumas, have you done?
Okay, done.
Done. Okay. So now let's do a trick in it too. Let me open my VM. So everybody check on the desktop for the files that I've given you. There should be a folder named task 1. Inside the task 3 folder, there is a folder named task 1. Select the unicorn name Excel file, copy it, then open your studio, go to project, open project folder, and paste it here. Did you guys follow?
Okay, wait again, please.
Yeah, okay. So the task 3 folder that I gave you on your desktop, you need to open that. Inside that task 3 folder, there is a task 1 folder. You open that, and there you find a sheet named an Excel file named unicorn name. You need to copy it, then go to UiPath, go to project, open project folder, and paste it over here. You get it now? Jira, did you get this file? Uh, was everybody able to copy it? Okay. Okay, Jira, you tell me once you're done. Okay. Okay. So now, uh, okay, when I open this unicorn name Excel file, what do I see here? I have some name here, I have a birthday month here, and I need to write the unicorn name over here in this cell. So how do we do this now? Okay, let's open back our code. Let's minimize. Let's what do I say? Let's compact this use browser Chrome and let me insert and use Excel file, because now what we have to do is we have to use an Excel file, right? We need to use the Excel file to fetch the data and write the data back in there. So when I click on this folder button in front of the Excel, select a value. When I click on this folder, my project folder opens up. In my project folder, I have this file unicorn name. I select this, right? Once I select this, I drag this use browser inside my use Excel activity, because if I have a name here, then I have to go to the use browser activity and type into the name and month and fetch the unicorn name. Now, where we used type into for typing our own names, what we'll do is we remove our names from here. So we go back to the plus icon, we go to text, we remove this and okay, okay, fine. So now here where we initially typed our own names, now we do not have to type our name. Now what we have to do is I have to write down the name that I have over here, that I have in this Excel file at this particular cell number. So what I will do is I will click on this plus icon. When I click on this plus icon, I have one item named Excel. Now, why do I have this item named Excel? Because my this activity is in the container of use Excel file, which is referred as Excel. Okay, so that Excel is referred with the name Excel. So when I click here, I go to Excel, I select indicate in Excel. When it says indicate in Excel, I have to select the box from where I need to pick the name. So I select Alex here and I click confirm here. Okay. So here I see it shows me Excel sheet 1 cell A2. Similarly, when I have to select, okay, guys, first finish this step and let me know if you have done this. Jira, were you able to do it till here?
Uh, Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This task is create new project, right? Create new
Sorry,
project, right?
I cannot get what you're saying.
Uh, this task create new project, right?
Do you want me to open your VM?
Uh, and create new UI Path project.
Okay, Jira, you tell me uh, what number citizen you are using. Okay, guys, let me complete this part and then Jira will access your VM and I'll tell you wherever you are stuck. Okay, so in terms of when we have to select item, what we do is where we have this item to select, we again click on plus, we again select Excel, we again do indicate in Excel, and this time we give here birthday months where we have given June, and we click on confirm. So now this time you see the cell number changes to B2, and then when we click and get name, we click get name, and this time when we get text, we save it directly to the Excel. So again we go to the plus icon, then again Excel, again indicate in Excel, and we select C C2 cell, the unicorn name cell. Okay, and then we click on confirm. This time we remove the message box because we do not have a variable this time here. We directly save it to the Excel file. We close this, we close this, uh, I close the browser, and then I run it and I check it. So this time it types Alex, June, the name come up here, and once the name comes up here, I can check it in the Excel file. The name is populated here. So this ends your task 1. Now, Everybody, please follow these steps. Meanwhile, Jira, what number citizen are you using? Uh, Jira, you are speaking, you are on mute. Can you tell me what number citizen are you using?
25.
25. Okay, let me open and check. Okay. So did you not create the code for the unicorn name?
Same project.
Uh, that yeah. Where is your unicorn name project? Open your unicorn name project. Yeah, lab one get unicorn name. Yes. Yes. Now what you have to do is just go to the top and collapse the use browser Chrome. You see a arrow on the extreme right hand side of the activity, upside arrow. Just click on that arrow. Besides the setting option. No, no, no. On the use browser Chrome container on the right hand side. Open your studio. Yeah. Wait. Let me take access. Okay. You see this settings button here, and I click on this arrow to collapse. Okay. This is my use browser activity.
Okay.
Now, what I have to do is I have to use an Excel file. So I drag and drop here, use Excel file. Okay.
Okay.
Now, once my use Excel file is dragged, I drag my use browser Chrome activity inside use Excel file. Okay.
Okay.
Now here in front of Excel file, we have this folder to browse. Yeah. Okay. You did not copy the file that I told you to copy. Yeah. Copy it. Okay. You are going to refer it from there. Even that is okay. Okay. Now expand this. Now what we have to do is we do not have to give your name here. Initially we are giving your name in the name tab, right? Now here this time what we have to do is we have to give the name from the Excel file. So we select Excel, we click indicate in Excel. Now the Excel file opens up. Here we select the name, okay, which is Alex. We select Alex and then we click on confirm. Similarly, we do it for month. We click on plus, we go to Excel, we indicate in screen, we select June and we confirm. Okay? Are you following? Yeah.
Okay.
Then click get name. Get name remains as it is. Then we were saving it to some other variable, right? Initially. Now we do not save it anywhere. We directly have to save it to the Excel file. Then we go to Excel, we indicate in Excel and we select where we want that name to be written, to be saved. So we select the unicorn name cell. We click on confirm and here it comes C2. And this time we do not have this variable, so we remove this message box. Okay, now you close this Excel, you run it and then you check the Excel. Now check the Excel file. You got it, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So did everybody follow until here? Permsack, were you able to do it? Okay, let me just create a poll for it in a second, and I want all the results here as to were you able to do it or not. And okay, guys, please answer to this poll, and then we'll take a break for half an hour, and then we'll move forward to app recording, web app recording. I got only three responses yet. I want others to respond too. Still six, two more are left. Okay, who did not respond? Chetnika did, Gira did, did. Thanapuram, were you able to do it? Is your task one completed?
Not complete.
Okay. So everybody, you can take a break for half an hour, and Thanapuram, can you tell me your citizen number?
26.
26. Okay. Uh, okay, got it. Okay. So what you are doing is type into is okay. Okay, you got a wrong. You indicated the wrong the wrong element for get text. So let me. Okay, let me just remove this for now and run it so that at least our URL opens up. Okay, right. So now what we do is when we have the get text activity here, we need to indicate this name, this unicorn name that we have to fetch. So we indicate target on screen and we select this name here. Okay, when and then select enter. And now what we have to do is we have to save it to the Excel file, and in Excel file we have to save it here,
Okay.
right? Then we do confirm, and here we remove the message box, we close the browser, we close the Excel file, we save it, we do a save, and then we run it.